Hello and welcome traders at this Bitcoin all-time high trading tips and rules. So our group was established 3 years ago and Bitcoin already created most of the levels. So many of our traders, even the most seasoned traders, never experienced all-time high trading. So I've decided to make this video. So it's gonna help you with some trading tips and rules how to trade when Bitcoin is in the price discovery mode. This video is universal not just for Bitcoin, but also for the any altcoins or for any equities or for any assets in the world who are trading with inside the all-time high territories. We will go over price action module, and then we have technical analysis, psychology and money management, order flow analysis, and fundamentals at the end. Each time I go over the step, I will be showing you example as well. So I think this video will be great lesson for you, so you can apply to this. Some of the rules here also apply to the bull market overall, but all-time high trading is very specific and you don't want to burn yourself, because especially on Bitcoin, which has in the previous cycles made significant performance to the upside. So yeah, you really need these strategies. So let's dive into it. I hope it's gonna be useful, especially for those who never experienced it. So let's zoom in here. We'll be now starting with the price action itself. So the first rule is you don't want to be contrarian counter trader. You want to focus on going with the trend. This is very simple. When we go to I can show you the older post here, for example, from 2021, when Bitcoin took out 20,000, we had 18% move to the upside before any pullback and correction started. So if you were trying to short here, you would be destroyed. Look at we can also have a look on other assets. So we can go over here. We can have a look on Nvidia, for example, which is great outperformer recently. So we go to daily time frame, right? Look at here. So this was we were in this range for a long time in 2023. Once all-time high was taken out, do you want to go short in such a massive uptrend? You know, all-time high, your odds to go into the longs is just much higher, and with the trend continuation than shorting this. And yeah, so this is many examples. So don't short all-time highs unless very specific rules gets triggered, and we will go over them later. All-time high is the last resistance level on chart. After taken out, there is no resistance and buyers won on all time frames. This is just simple fact. After all-time highs, buyers, sellers lost, and you can actually further fuel the move to the upside, as sellers really don't want to engage with the market, and also trapped sellers from much lower levels are also closing their position, fueling the move to the upside. Whole market was betting there will be some price action to the downside. Now every single market participant on the short side is red. Okay, so this is also driving moves to the upside, and it's making those people very, very defensive. Plus, of course, we have new buyers and so on. Yeah. Okay, so third rule: focus on liquidity grabs and swing failure patterns to the downside. This is from price action principle. I'll be showing you examples over here. So it is okay. Of course, this is more like a bull market rule. Of course, since 50k or even since 30-40k when Bitcoin become really bullish, each time you had significant dip to the downside, it was quickly bought up for the V-shaped recovery. And actually, now we are in all-time high trading territory. Let's go to daily time frame. So I just need to mark this high here. So this high was taken out. Let's go like this. Okay, so we will be knowing we are at all-time high territories. First, we've got swing failure pattern, that's fine, but now we finally got a big breakout to the upside. So this whole region is now all-time high trading. Now, again, this rule, focus on liquidity grabs and swing failure patterns to the downside. Okay. So if you were trying to short this market on the liquidity from this range here, you would be destroyed. If you try to short everywhere here on the more liquidity, you would be destroyed. Now, Bitcoin went into the pullback. If we go to the liquidity and zoom out, yes, what happened? Look here, you had bounce from the most immediate longs from here. They got stopped out and liquidated. Boom. first winning trade, and after we actually run full liquidity node from all these people, from breakout buyers for the all-time high and also delayed longs at the top of the range. After the liquidity was taken, you are getting V-shaped recovery. That's what I mean, and you will see this pattern repeating as we push to the 75, 80k. Yes, so please, just go for it. Again, we can push to the upside, create local range. Now you create a liquidity to the upside and to the downside. If market goes violently to the downside, you know what to do. You are looking for longs. There will be reasoning shown why it's working like that. It's pure market psychology and how market participants work. Rule number 4. It is 3 times more likely to get V-shaped recovery after local and medium time frame moves to the downside, which happen with the exhaustive price action parameters getting met. Reason is simple. New capital waiting on the sidelines is looking for any meaningful dips to enter the market. So the step I was showing you earlier is connected to what I just said. Many people in the world are seeing Bitcoin breaching all-time highs. You don't want to know how many people are actually sidelines, okay? I know some friends who are pretty angry. They never bought Bitcoin. Now they are, talking to me. Do I want to buy the Bitcoin now or no? And these people will be waiting for any meaningful dip. So in bull market, this is major difference to the bear market. In bull markets, the new capital is waiting, is lurking in the shadows to enter the market on any meaningful correction. And these people will FOMO. So this is like, you also have a lot of emotions, yes. These angry people who were sidelined, they just want to go in. So it's in bull markets, when the new capital is getting created and coming, is 3 times more likely you get the V-shape. If you go again back to the charts and you zoom out, let's turn off this. It's not just all-time high trading, yeah, it's also the bull market. Any significant bull 50-minute time frame better, because we have a lot of corrections. You see each time we had major corrections with exhaustive price action, which you can learn in the group. It's the highest chance to win the trade. Look here, big dip, move to the upside. Volume spike, big move to the upside. Big sell-off, moves to the upside. Yet again in the past. Yet again, same thing, okay? Capital is waiting, so this rule is working great. It's just, you need to apply this. This is statistical knowledge, yeah? Now, rule number 5. Don't engage with breakout trading, buying new all-time high push when we are in the price discovery mode. Market can easily fail on breakout and do swing failure pattern. You will end up instantly trapped as your reward ratio invalidation stop loss is far away. Very recent example, we actually had this happening just yesterday. 1 minute time frame, or let's do 5 minute time frame. What I mean by this rule. Okay, so we are at the all-time high territory above this line. Let me mark it because we might need it more today. All-time high territory. Yes, like this. So we are creating local range. Now you are seeing market is pushing. You have no position and you are feeling inner FOMO. Okay, I must go long because this thing is going to 75k. I said in this rule, you don't want to do that. So if you are going long here on the FOMO and price do swing failure pattern, so we're just going for the liquidity. Yes, when we go to this, you see there was, let me zoom in, all the shorts liquidity was over here. You would really need to push much further to be this breakout. That's one rule. And also now, if you are going long here, where do you put your stop loss? Instantly, if you practice such trading, you will be, you have wider stop loss, and once market goes back into the range, you are getting stopped out. Your reward ratio is already bad, yeah. So you see, you are risking. You can have like 1-to-1 move, but this is not great reward ratio. You need to be positioned from earlier, and this is second part of the rule. So let's go over here. The correct approach is to add to the already existing position from lower levels if you see strong breakout. So we will be deleting that. Don't do this, please. Don't do this. No matter if Bitcoin or other assets are doing all-time highs, don't be breakout trader. It's very, very risky, because if those trade fails, you will be your P&L will be bleeding heavily. Yeah. So the correct approach is here. Let's zoom out. We can turn off this, or we can actually keep it like that. So we go 50-minute time frame. So we were getting a pullback before the major move to the upside. You can also do range here. I'll not be doing much charting here. Yeah, so we were holding val and so on. But now these highs were new all-time highs on Bitcoin, and once you did not do any swing failure pattern here, it was strong breakout. So if you are long from here, you can actually add to your position. So you don't want to be opening new position here, but you rather add to the current trade from these lows. Yes, so you will raise yourself, because when you add to trade, especially on Bybit and other exchanges, it's gonna raise your entry, but you can actually gain 2 times more, for example. That's much better approach. Why it's much better approach? Because you still can have really well-defined stop loss behind the low, and your reward ratio is still great. It's at least 2 to 1 or 3 to 1. This is the best approach. Milk your trades, but do it safely. Never engage at the top of the range. Okay, like here. Yeah, this is, again, people are thinking all-time highs. Look at the massive pullback to the downside. Yeah, yet again, this was all-time high first attack. Yeah, way before. If you went long here, you would be absolutely obliterated. Would be absolutely obliterated for 14%. You would probably even maybe lose a count if you were longing here without stop loss or something. So don't do that. Trade swing failure patterns if they happen. But if you want to add on breakouts in all-time high trading, like here, we went long here yesterday. This was the retest of the previous support. I'm long here. If market goes here and takes out this high, and there will be price action I want to see. So let's where is the over here? So we go here. I don't want to see swing failure pattern. That's what I don't want to see. I will not be adding. But if I see something like this, we do up, retest up, I will be adding to my trade. So I can raise entry over here and still do and take 2 times more profit or 3 times more profit. Plus I'm super safe. No, I'm not in danger if market is pushing to the upside. That's the correct approach. Another rule: we will need high time frame market structure break to potentially pivotal high. So until that happens, you are riding the bull market all-time high wave. So we can go back into history how Bitcoin actually how Bitcoin topped out, not bottom out. So one day we can go 3-day time frame, for example. Let's go over here. So you see in bull markets, we can just push hundreds of percents. On this time frame, look at that. Still market structure is everything, yeah? So you still push. Let's go like this. So you are doing higher highs. Now still high highs, high lows. Yes, like that. You keep pushing, and now what's gonna happen? Look at that. You are taking out these lows here. This is warning sign for you. This is major change of character on all time frames. You are now pushing up. It's still no change on higher time frame market structure, but it's warning sign. Okay, I now did lower low, and I'm not sure if we put lower high as well. But once you do this, yes, once you do this, you are now changing high time frame market structure, and you are opening moves to the downside. We want to see something like that on Bitcoin in order we can time some big pivotal high in this current bull market and all-time high trading, right? You also have as we are intraday traders, we definitely would have some short exposure. Now, as we are doing this high time frame market structure break, you can add to your trade as well to profit on this trade further. This was 2021, the first top. Look at the second top. Same thing. So we are now going into the pullback. Yes, look at that. We are stabilization from previous market structure. Super easy. Higher high. We continue up. Very, very nice. Let's go further. Now again, now we are doing higher high, higher low, and now we are seeing change of character. Look at that. Now it starts to bleed, and we are getting into the high time frame downtrend. Look at that. So again, we want to see something similar on Bitcoin in order to be sure, because I'm not gonna judge this trend from the local and medium time frame. So the top is in, right? So let's go to the Bitcoin price right now. Do you see any sign of weakness? Even when we start to do any pullback here, it's gonna be healthy, and it's gonna be very likely bought up. Yes, so super healthy one day candles as well. Yes, look at this. If we go to pullback, still great. We can do like this. But for example, if you would drop right now like that, and below that, below that low, yeah, we would do something like this. Now push to the upside, putting lower high, and we go like this. Now we can expect much deeper pullback because we have high time frame market range to the downside. Then it's gonna change for you, and you will be focusing more on shorts until you hit main supports which we built earlier. It's gonna be very hard to break this current uptrend because we have a lot of long time hodlers in a Bitcoin, but still you will be seeking support here. Okay, but we will need something like that. So for now market is very strong. There is no sign of weakness on all time frames. So it's keep price action principle, yeah. So price action, we went over some nice rules. Now we can go to technical analysis. So in the bull market and all-time high trading, you are watching for symmetry and liquidity thresholds on the pullbacks. We are starting with 5%, 10%, 15%, 20 and 25. This is again, we can turn off this indicator for exhaustive price action as well. So we go to 5-minute time frame. So we go to 5-minute time frame, and now, so 5% threshold is the first threshold for people, because it's pretty easy for the Bitcoin to take out. So if you do 2-3% move, you are taking out 50x leverage traders. Some people do, but the most people in the world actually trade 10 to 20x leverage. So if you do 5% move to the downside, you are stopping out people who were in long or short with 20x leverage. Let's have a look what was the pullback from the high to low into this. Yes, so you should really measure on Bitcoin. Look at that. This was the first threshold. By the way, these thresholds, based on information I have, the institutions are also having passive bids starting from 5% and 10% threshold, 15%. We are in bull market and all-time high, so they programmed their algos to actually to buy the market after certain. It's like a circuit breaker we have in the equities. So these people are watching to buy Bitcoin into the hodls after such threshold. So you see now 5% pullback was that. Again, another a very strong pullback. How much was that? 5.7%, big one, yeah. Measure this wave as well. 4%, we're pretty close to the to the 5% threshold as well. Now this was the major pullback. Look at that, we did for 15%. Okay, so you see again, so it was more than 10%, so 15% there. And I'm just showing you the violent pullbacks. Okay, exhaustive price action pullbacks, 9%, almost 10%. So you see, the symmetry in this market is just crazy. So please watch for that. Another rule: once market trades above all-time high and is in the price discovery mode, don't try to time the high with shorts. Rather prepare intraday support areas from the neighbor range. We often dip into it to retest the trend and structure. Second area you watch is liquidity of that range. Yes, so we can do example what happened just yesterday, because this is like very fresh all-time high trading, but this is gonna repeat. I traded this in 2021 and it's gonna repeat same way. So we can go for intraday openings here. So now Bitcoin was pushing to the upside. We've created local range. As I say in the rule, prepare intraday support areas from the neighbor range. So what's the neighbor range for the Bitcoin? Close to this range is the range we had before to the moves to the upside. So you'll be looking to build supports from this range. When we go to the Exocharts, it's a bit easier to do this here. So let's go like that. We can merge this. So this was the price action of the previously, before we were in this local range. Now market went into the pullback, and what happened? We actually held the main high volume node and point of control of that range. That's what market loves to do in bull markets. Yeah, so local range, pullback, V-shaped recovery to the upside. If you go like this, it was happening same way before. This pullback here yet again went to the point of control of that range. Let me do merging. New merging here. I don't even need to merge, it's like super obvious. So we had again market traded outside the range, and then it went to for the main point of control of the range, and big bounce to the upside. Yet again, let's go back. This is all-time high territory trading already, yeah, because you see it's around 68, 70,000. So yet again, market is pushing to the upside, and then it's going for the liquidity of the range, where it's stopping again, point of control of the range. Rinse and repeat. Now you are getting very, very big pullback here. So this is this was the main liquidation event, but you still found support in the previous range. Now you needed a much larger, like a merging. So we can turn off the intraday. We are local 50-minute time frame, and this major pullback actually went outside this range as well. So I just want to show you an example. This was not from all-time high, but we might see this in the future when we get like 10-15% pullbacks as well. So you lost this local range, you lost also the big 12-day range. Now your focus was this local range. 9-day val was very, very big target for you from this main range, from this small range, but also as you move to the downside, you took all these lows here. That's what I meant when I said in the rule, if you don't hold the neighbor range, you will focus on the liquidity of the range, and actually here liquidity was taken. Yes, it's very, very simple. And even on just want to zoom you like this. Yeah, so if you would not hold the previous 2-day range and pullback would be much larger, you would be zooming out, and you would be watching liquidity from below that low over here, and you would very likely see massive bounce from here if you would not bounce from the previous range support and volume. Okay, that's how it works. Please apply this and you will do well. Another rule: if you want to take short during price action above all-time high, wait for the local range to be in. Super easy rule. Yet again, we can use where is the level? Now already deleted. Need to go to the chart so I can show it to you again. Previous all-time high. Yeah, so we go back to the charts, 5-minute time frame. So we are trading above the all-time high territories. Now, again, what was said here. So if you want to take short during price discovery above all-time high, wait for the local range to be in. So yes, we literally wait. Now this is all-time high trading. We are building liquidity and range to the sideways. Now we are waiting. If we do, so I'm not shorting here. I'm not shorting this, but we took short yesterday over here because what? We finally did peak out of the range for the swing failure pattern, which is giving us great stop loss, pretty tight one, and you want to take these swing failure patterns. This is only exceptions how we can trade all-time high, but you are very, very careful shorting like that, price action like that. It must be very clear swing failure pattern and exhaustive price action getting met, which was met yesterday. Yes, and we had a big swing failure pattern over here as an overreal, but this is what it's gonna be like in the future. Yeah, so you local range, then you might do swing failure pattern. That's gonna be a short. Not shorting this. This is not the way. Be aware of main extensions giving us targets before all-time high breach. As in the previous cycles, we can see profit-taking waves once they are reached, as we have no other technical analysis levels. As we push up, market is focusing on extensions. The whole market has lack of technical analysis levels, so we really need to watch extensions. I have, for example, I have the box here where I have the most important pulls for me. You can see on a 1 hour time frame we already hit. Look at that. So we go to 4 hour time frame. There was 5% pullback from the big extension pull I made. 3.5 was hit, and we had 5% pullback to the downside. Let me show you. I can show you this pull here. And you see, as we will be pushing, we have even more these extension targets here. Yeah, this bog especially is gonna be massive resistance for us above us. Let me show you that pull. So the pull should be over here, balance zones and high time frame. This one, yes. This one. We go to 4 hour time frame so you can see the daily time frame better so we can see it fully. This is the one of the core pools for us, because this was created from the 9-month range we were in. So we got a huge extension targets. You can see we were ejecting each time on the 1-to-1 extensions, and then 1.5 was holding us. No reaction over here, but I'm still watching these 0.5 multipliers as well. Small pullback over here, now rejection here. Another big target for us is 81,400 from this. Okay, so this is one example how market is watching definitely major extension targets. So this is from just few tips from the technical analysis. Let's go now to the psychology and money management. So in the all-time high trading, you really need to respect your money management and measure daily volatility so you don't over leverage. This is simple rule, because sometimes candles on 1 minute time frame, on small time frames, can look pretty little, but you have like 2-3% move. So please respect your money management. This is not just for all-time high trading, but it's in general. I already did a massive video on money management and psychology, but yeah, it's even more important during all-time highs so you don't destroy your account. Now, very simple rule here, number 2, be greedy, be more greedy on your longs, and if you are in short, make sure to take large or take profits 1 to cover stop loss and secure a good chunk of profits. This is yet again based on statistics. When we go to daily time frame and we return to the previous cycle, if you are taking some counter trade shorts, you really need to be very, very fast with your take profit 1 to earn for stop loss, and then to take big chunk of money from the market already, because it just from the statistical odds is very likely Bitcoin will be or any asset will in the all-time highs will be pushing higher, as we saw on the Nvidia as well. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so especially for asset which has like significant demand. So look here, the shorts here are mainly just profit taking. So you statistically need to let those longs run. The old saying for a bull market is up the escalator, down the elevator. Corrections are almost always done with the higher velocity due to excessive leverage in the system, both from retail and institutions. Market sees what we see on the order flow, so when leverage overheats, it's easy to take them out. This is partially caused by the FOMO conditions. So as in the beginning of the video, I was mentioning some people are, and institutions only, not just people, many people in this market are waiting on the sidelines. And any deeper you see we are going like escalator up, yeah, like stairways, but when we get the dips in the bull market and all-time high trading is always violent, yeah. So because you have also FOMO here, so people getting into the big longs and they expect massive price increases, they are getting absorbed. So look at that, each time we did pullback, big velocity to the downside, escalator up, elevator down, boom boom boom, so many moves down. Okay, we can now move to the another category, order flow analysis. So we are left with the order flow analysis. Like when Bitcoin is pushing to the all-time highs, now we really need to monitor. 80% of decisions will be made with the order flow for you in the all-time highs until you make more levels for the technical analysis, until you build the new volume. Yeah. So with number 1, you will be focusing on exhaustive price action trades when we reach open interest decrease, and avoid fading direct open interest increase. Very, very good rule in the bear market and in the pre-bull market period. We faded 90% open interest increases. It was 9 out of 10 trades and open interest increases were faded away. You know how bull market is different from this? Is no longer like that. It's pretty rare actually you fade open interest, because market is now, the new capital is coming to the market, so it's getting a lot less likely. So please don't fight this. Let me show you examples. Like here, if you were trying to short, like open interest was increasing, if you were trying to short while the new positions were coming into the market, you would be stopped out. In the end, we faded really good portion of that open interest increase, but you just needed to be positioned at the right place. And also once you faded the open interest increase, so open interest was declining, then it offered opportunity for you to go long. always is much easier for the market to do like to bounce when open interest is decreasing, because this is like forced buying or forced selling, and then new buyers can rebalance the market or sellers. Yeah, this is also why exhaustive price action in our group introduction is over here. But now open interest, look at that. I made a lot of education just on open interest. It can predict future for you, and you better understand it. Yeah, let's go further. Look here again, price was going to the upside. You don't want to short something like that when open interest is increasing like this. But once we are, getting open interest decrease, and you can fade the move much easier. Yet again, this was all-time high breakout. Look at the open interest increasing, new position opening on the stable coins and also on the coin manager contracts. You don't want to fade something like that. But once open interest is start to doing heavy declines into the pullback, that's your opportunity for long. So please remember that rule. Now I can show you history, but we have many more historic examples on each day we were trading, because I just wanted to show you intraday trading, and on 50-minute time frame is less visible. So yes, yeah, here was again open interest was increasing. You don't want to short that. Now we are getting into the big pullback. Open interest is doing round trip, so you actually on the market you stopped out almost everyone who was going long locally, and now you are getting bounce and you are going long. Okay, so yet again open interest decrease provided you great entry. Just beautiful. You see, this is not a coincidence, this is statistics. Rule number 2, monitor core order flow inside Exocharts to spot exhaustive price action and key change of character. So I'm educating traders on the Exocharts every single day, so I will not go into detail into this. There are other videos for that, but yes, Exocharts is number one for me to watch when Bitcoin is trading in all-time high territories, pushing up, pushing down. I'm monitoring what traders are getting trapped, absorbed, and so much information out of that. Especially we focus on the absorptions and trap traders, because once you trap traders, for example, as Bitcoin is right at the top, is trapping so many people, then you can actually expect some nice pullback. Once these people will be stopped out and close position, then market can continue to the upside. Yeah, so we do that. We also do constant overwatch over the order books, ratios, and supply and demand areas inside the Tradinglite and TRDR. So 80% of my decisions are made with the Tradinglite. For example, even yesterday, here was the main change of character. So we had some nice orders from the perpetuals yesterday, but in our main intraday support, many orders were showing up. Over 100 million were ready to absorb any forced sellers at the end of the liquidity node. So for me, it was great sign. I will be longing as well. Now Bitcoin is pushing in the V-shaped recovery, which is not a surprise in all-time high trading. Yes. We are going into the pullback, and look what happened. Huge walls are, stabilizing the market. So market got from this point even more bullish, because they see the demand here. So yes, you can see how order books are playing a pivotal part. Now we are seeing local resistance over here, so it's very likely we might do some small rejection here, some profit taking. This is the perpetual, so this is the leverage on Binance. Now spot markets. Look at the spot market. So yet again, this is already all-time high territory. We pushed over 71,000. Do you see what is stopping us? It's the order books. Now Bitfinex and other exchanges also layered hundreds of Bitcoins. This is what created above our range. So even if you were taking a swing failure pattern yesterday and in all-time high trading, you got protection of these walls and you could put stop loss behind. So yeah, and look at the Binance as a final puzzle here. So you also see why we are like slowing down. So for example, here was a big breakout, but market in the end got a bit exhausted, because buyers were you had a lot of buyers towards the these limit orders on Binance. Look here how we did swing failure pattern. There was one bigger wall here for the 70 Bitcoins, but what ultimately stopped us was also the combination of Bitfinex walls, but also look here, the big wall here. This is, by the way, the most higher probability setup you get with the order books, when the wall is 120, for example, and the wick went into it, took like 40%. So you see the number from 122 dropped to 75. The wall was retested. The wall market find out the wall is real, and there was not enough momentum and the demand to breach the wall. So it's helping you to stabilize the market. Great for very tight stop loss on this trade. As we move to the downside, this is, yes, you see all-time high local range. Do you see any support in the order books? Nothing. So spot was not even bidding in these areas. Because spot order books are literally giving you the local range, like where Bitcoin can breathe, yes, like breathing room. And now we went into the main intraday support from the previous range, like the rule we were discussing. And do you see now the spot is like in the big, like this is whole area is getting huge demand from the spot, which is helping to stabilize the market yet again. And now we start to slow down. Why we start to slow down here? Because this spot is now layering a lot of orders, so it's very likely we will start getting into the grinding mode, like grinding, choppy, same thing like here. Yeah, so it was very easy for the Bitcoin to move up over the empty order books, yes, but now the hard part start for Bitcoin, and it's gonna be more grindy. And you see, as we are pushing up, also the spot market was filling the order books, so helping move to the upside. So that's what I mean. Order books will be on all my decisions. This is Tradinglite, and from TRDR, we watch other parameters here. We watch like order books ratios. Let me show you example before the breakout. We go into the aggregated order books, so we can see all exchanges in the world. Order books, not this one. Where is aggregation? 50-minute time frame. We focus, as it is uptrend, we focus on the bands below price. So this was our main initial long, which was giving us exposure for the all-time high trading. And do you see what happened here? We had the nice band here at the lows. So the all order books in the world were putting limits. So not only I was showing you on Binance, but other exchanges as well were helping price to stabilize here. So this is why I need this for the all-time high trading as well, TRDR. And for more intraday, we are watching this. This is showing us like more sensitive pressure for the intraday, and we can see we had some lot of pressures locally. That's why we also range here. So this is a bit different setting. So it's more likely Bitcoin is gonna range, but in the end we can actually push to the upside. But yeah, you need a lot of demand. It's showing you we need really a lot of demand to push further, and it's getting us very likely to be in the range. This combination of higher limits with the more closer limits. Yeah, so super useful. Another rule: know where is your intraday and higher time frame liquidity. So yes, with this example we already traded, but this is all-time high trading. So for example, we zoom over here, refresh, seems maybe their server is down. That's okay, it's loading. So this is range in local in the all-time high trading. We know shorts liquidity is over here, so if we get swing failure pattern, it's going to be from here. Now if market starts pushing over this high, we know another big liquidity node is over here. So if you are in long, you will be looking for take profits at the end of the liquidity node, potentially for scalp trade if other order flow tools are great for us. To the downside, we also were watching this major liquidity node first bounce from the more tight leverage, and then we've got a big bounce after the full liquidity node was taking run. So yet again, all-time high trading with liquidity is a must. Rule number 5: funding rates can stay hot for long periods of the bull market cycle. It is cost of doing business. Pullbacks during high funding rates are almost always violent. So when we go into our template on the TRDR for the just funding, I like to have just clean templates for funding. You can also actually chart it, yes, because funding rates also have like limited charting. So we go for rectangle here. So we are seeing, since this is not directly all-time high trading, but it's gonna be same in the for it as well. We are seeing as Bitcoin was pushing to the upside, we've created top at 0.10% funding. That's, by the way, very high. So you go like this, yes. you go like this. So when Bitcoin is at 0.10%, I know, oh my god, okay, so world is heavily over leveraged long. If we get pullback, it's gonna be very violent, and I'm also, it can be partial confluence for the short. Look at that. So we reach 0.10 pullback. Again, 0.10% was reached. Again, you look for take profit on longs. You might get some. If you are in short, you know there'll be funding rate reset. Very violent one yet again. And what happened here? We actually even breached. We were pushing up. It took some time. We are doing very slow rollover, but in the end we actually funding rate was negated up there, so this was a bit different. You would need, if you reach this area, you would need to go like sideways, but funding rate would need to stay sideways as well, and as you drop, it needed to be like squared out. So this was a bit different scenario, but yes, you will be watching that as well. You see, your funding rate is high because it's the cost of doing business in the bull market. But yeah, watch it. The higher we go on the funding rate, the more violent the the pullback. Yeah, so this is rule which is repeating from the statistics. Yes, an open interest analysis. I already went over this. So yes, open interest analysis for me is crucial. I can see the future with open interest. I can see the future volatility. I know if open interest has a large build-up, then I know it's gonna be very likely for the market to be volatile and great to trade. If open interest is getting low, this is so simple. Look here, open interest went low on the perpetuals and coin major contracts, and you see what is price doing? Pretty much nothing. Once open interest starts to increase, we are seeing larger volatility. Even now, it's like fuel in the market, because spot inflows and outflows are not creating the volatility. This is, if you would have no leverage in Bitcoin, it would be very boring to trade. So leverage is adding us fuel, and is much better to trade. Yet again, open interest is declining. Look at the price going just sideways. Okay, low interest, still price going very low and sideways. Once open interest increases, your chances for the violence is increasing in the market. So simple, traders. Okay, so we went over this module as well, and now we have the last module. I will just cover this quickly. It's just bonus. So fundamentals and on-chain metrics will be affecting my decisions in this market, especially as a hodler and swing trader. When each cycle is similar, but this cycle is actually different. So I just want to mention, we have taken out all-time highs before halving, thanks to the unprecedented demand from ETFs. ETFs truly are the game changer for the Bitcoin, and everyone needed to recognize this. It is possible this cycle will have more verticality in it compared to the previous cycle. So verticality is actually already, I think, when we go to daily time frame. You see, so this was the ETF announcement, 12th of January. We've got the big pullback on ETFs, 20%, but now we are pushing to the upside. Yes, so verticality pretty similar to the previous cycle, but this is very, very strong. You now have the official. Many people were, a lot of money was on the sidelines and finally can enter this market. So you can actually do more aggressive pricing in Bitcoin. There cannot be more Bitcoins. So you can easily reach very big targets this cycle, but this also will be, chance will be growing then for the violent pullback if you continue such verticality. Yeah? So this cycle actually can be shorter, but we will see shorter and more violent. I will monitor on-chain data. I will be doing video just for the what on-chain metrics I watch, because they will be main decision. I will be taking a lot of decisions out of them, when to take profit on Bitcoin and the swing trades. And just want to mention 2 possible macro pullbacks, which we might get in the few weeks or months. It's just the idea. So global recession would definitely not help Bitcoin. So this would be one reason for the pullback. And second pullback you can actually watch in a few weeks is going to be halving pullback, because now world is buying Bitcoin because they know the halving is gonna decrease supply of the Bitcoin, so everybody's buying. They have fear there will be not enough Bitcoins. Once the news event comes, same like ETF, we can actually get pullback after that, because people will see, okay, there is still pretty okay, fine to buy Bitcoin, is enough of them. And you can get pullback out of that, so just be aware of that. You can see I have one more window here, order flow, close to the order flow analysis. primary way for taking the trades, as we have very little levels from technical analysis in all-time high territory. Yeah, so order flow will be king. 80% of trades will be taken thanks to that, and the rest of it will be technical analysis and price action. So traders, I hope this video was clear. I hope these rules will help you to be really profitable in these trading conditions, and please respect them and go yourself over everything I said, so you can really trust it. Yes, thank you for listening, traders, and watching. And if you want to learn more trading, just join our trading group, and bye.